All right, guys, it's Anthony Super Service. Jack's truck. We've been kind of plugging away at multiple jobs, but he's ready to go back together. They whiz-wheeled the block. It just was not in the budget to surface it, though. I mean, remember, we do not go for cleaning the stains. We go for smooth and flat. That's what we go for. So this area right here, if you guys are cleaning your own blocks, you don't have to be concerned with this area right here. What we care about is that the fire ring and around the coolant ports are all like, flat. So, I mean, there's some spots on it that's a little iffy, but look at that. See all those scratch marks right there? I don't know if you can see it. See those scratch marks right there? Those kind of suck. Those kind of bug me. We did do total oil reseal and a bed plate. The block was just too dirty to paint. It was too dirty. I mean, we couldn't. I mean, without... I guess I could have power washed the block with no engine mounts on it, but it just, it was too dirty. I mean, there's so much little dirt on it that the paint just would have fallen right off. So, there's a point where we're like, we are updating. This is 04. We're gonna make it. We got a 05 and up high pressure pump in it. Heads are done. They're all beautiful. Once again, just like that space right there. See, I think a lot. Well, I don't know. I mean, I could see how a lot of people would get in trouble when they're trying to surface that stuff out right there. Okay, you do not need to surface that out. There is nothing there. We are flat and perfect at the fire ring and around all the coolant ports. So there's no need. I'm putting fingerprints on it. There's no need to mess around trying to cut and cut and cut and cut. When I look at it as, when you see witness marks like that, that says that we did not chop the hell out of this block, out of the heads. I don't want to cut the hell out of it. We don't need to. If you look around all the ports, they're beautiful. They're all perfect. I left that. There's nothing, there is no sealing surface there. There's nothing there. That obviously was from head gaskets where it was just worn away. And, it actually rusted the deck. Same here. Right here and there. See, that's outside the fire ring. And you can see it. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can see where the fire ring was. You can really see it right here. See that? All that's outside. There's nothing there. So we did put springs and seals, lapped his valves in. He had no bad guides. I mean, everything was good. So, I mean, everything checked out good. So, see if you can see down there. Granted, I got him sitting on the end, but that's just because so I can clean it. It doesn't hurt anything to set them right there. Just don't go pounding them around. We got new springs and seals, lapped them in. Remember, this truck was already studded. So, and it was, another thing, let's clean out our bolt holes. All right? Clean out the holes in the block. Thread chaser, clean them, do whatever. I don't care if you even just spray some brake clean, hit it with a shop vac and blowgun. I don't give it. At least clean them. Some of his were so freaking rusted in there, we couldn't get the bolts out. We had to fight them to get them out. It was the head bolts up top and the studs, a lot of them were completely caked. When I took the stud out and you looked at the threads, the coarse threads that go in the block, they were almost flush because there was so much crap inside of the hole from when they put the studs in. They didn't clean the freaking holes out, and it with all the heat cycles, and it sucks. It's so clean the holes out, clean them all out. That's when we try. See in there, it's all clean. There's a little wetness down in that one, but a little bit. Look at that. I cleaned the hell out of them holes. So, but oh, and look at this. Okay, now I don't know. I need to find. Now I got to find another bracket, because if you remember on one of the last videos of this, whenever they did the transmission or something, they didn't want to get the nut off the transmission line. Well, guys, you can get to it through this hole right here. You can get on it and pull that out and pull the lines off. Instead, they cut the bracket. So I had to go rob a freaking bracket off of somewhere else. I don't remember where. Brandon went and stole it from somewhere, but you know, I mean, stuff like that ain't gonna fly here. You got to replace it. I want that line to go where it goes. I mean, you know, just cut it off and leave it alone. Come on now, enough, Jesus. But I don't know what else we got. We're just, I'm getting ready to set the heads on, so I wanted to show the deck surfaces. Pistons are still all wet. I mean, the cylinders, I'm not going to show you the cylinders because you guys will bag on Jack too much. It physically was not in the budget to go on the lower end. It was not in the budget, so I'm not going to show you the cylinders, okay? But they're not pristine. So if there's a little bit of blow by, a little less economy, then it is what it is. But it'll be all right. I mean, it'll. But well, we just pulled his unison ring apart. That sucks. So it needs the unison ring. How's the arm? I didn't make this so I could pause it. Is the arm good on the turbo? They're cleaning the turbo right now. Actuator arm broken. Or the that sucks. Damn it. Alright, where was I? We did put fresh lifters in. Set of lifters, put a new branch tube in it. Anytime I go through a job like this, an update job, I have 100 branch tubes. But I am not willing to put my name on all those branch tubes that I got, because the branch tubes, what, 130 some odd dollars, something like that. That branch tube right there will break it off in your freaking butt if that fails. That's a pain in the ass job. I mean, you can do it without taking the heads off. Keegan actually Keegan made a tool for that you can get in there and get the T30s out. But it still involves I mean, if it's cab on, you know, you could yank the transmission. The pump cover, you could do it without taking the pump cover off, but it's kind of sketchy. Rear cover off, you know, and then you got to take valve covers, oil rails off, try to get down in there to get that off. In a perfect world, it's heads off, rear cover off, so we don't mess around. You buy a new one. Buy one from Ford. If that branch tube cracks, then who knows if they'd cover it or not. I've never had an issue with one, but if that branch tube cracks, I mean, it kind of needs to go to Ford, which freaking sucks, because I hate to just call me skeptical and picky. I hate to let anybody touch this, you know, because if they have to take heads off, well, then we could be winding up with dirty bolts and, you know, whatever. But Jack's truck, what else we got? Oh, his exhaust. Yeah. I mean, a band clamp, we'll weld it up, or muffler shop, they can weld it up, whatever. I ain't messing with that. Freaking, I'm not going to do this whole job with the downpipe up in the way. We're not going to mess with trying to get it apart either, because once you crimp those down on that exhaust systems suck. They do. Once you tighten the U-bolts down, good luck. You'll fight all day trying to get it apart. But, I mean, it was dirty. I hate doing that, but we cleaned the hell out of it, and some of it just needed more cleaning than what I was able to do by hand. I probably could have got that a little bit better, obviously. Like, we used brake clean and a steel bristle toothbrush, which, yep. But all the T-joints are all sealed up. Got TA29 anaerobic along the base. New cam crank sensors, all the block drains, all that stuff's new. Just, I mean, it's pretty much the same, everything we do. Same over and over again. I am kind of skeptical on this with the instrument cluster says this truck has 106,000 miles on it. I mean, Jack, I know you're going to see this, and it sucks to even think about, but I think they got him. I don't think this is a 106,000 mile truck. There's the old transmission bracket. They cut it off, but I don't think it is. I mean, there's just too much. But you know what? It'll be fine once it's all done. Yeah. Drag. Look, they tapped into. Got little taps in the harness. Sucks when just ghetto crap like that, you know. But I need to quit talking. My voice has been gone for a while. What else? That's about it. I mean, heads. I like to show the deck surface. Heads are machined. No new bottom end. We did not replace everything. We did not machine the block. Sucks. But here you go. Getting ready to drop the heads on. Put some Felpro gaskets on it. Thought I'd make a quick video on it. Jack's truck, it's going together. All right, guys, have a good day.